and welcome everyone to the 29th episode of the CoCoLand podcast. I'm host Uncle Coco, and I'm the President, Vice President, Governor, and Mayor of CoCoLand. Thank you so much for listening. Before we get started though, I've got something to tell you. You can join the waitlist for the Uncle Coco Club. In the Uncle Coco Club, you get exclusive behind-the-scenes videos, a unique bedtime story every night, a customized birthday video, resources, and much more. Go to our website or click on the link in the description to learn more. Join the waitlist today by clicking the link in the description of this episode. Speaking of this episode, we had better get started. Today I'll be joined by my friend Theodore Adventurer to have a discussion about CoCoLand. How are you today, Theodore?
I'm fantastic. How are you, Uncle Coco?
I'm great. You ready to get started in these questions?
Yep.
Alright, the first one is always, where do you live?
1001 Palmview Road.
Yes, you like it in the Palmview neighborhood?
Yep.
Yes,
Very pretty.
Yes, it's nice and quiet there. Lots of palm trees as well. Alright, next question. What's your favorite part about CoCoLand?
My favorite part is the Italian restaurant.
The Italian restaurant? Yes, which do you like better? Do you like the food or the automated staff?
Automated staff.
Yes, listeners, just to let you know, the Italian restaurant does not have any employees. There's just robot machines, kinda, that make the food, and then robot-like thingies that bring the food out to the table. It's pretty weird. And cool. What's your favorite food, Theodore?
Pizza.
Pizza! I love pizza! You love pizza too. You get it at the Italian restaurant?
Yep.
Is it good?
Very good.
Yes, I really like it too. What's your favorite color?
Yeah.
Murph! We'll be having snack in a little bit. We're trying to record a podcast episode.
Okay, do you want me to bring you some cheese and crackers?
No, you can't keep interrupting.
Okay, I'll just set them on your desk.
Not right now. We'll eat snack in the kitchen.
Okay.
Oh, Murph, make sure you tell Hoo he has a big editing job for this episode.
I'll tell him.
I hope he remembers to edit everything. Sometimes he forgets. Now we'll get back to that podcast episode. Remember, Ted, your favorite color?
Yep. Yellow.
Yellow. Why do you like yellow?
Because I like it.
Well, I suppose that's a good enough answer. I like it too. What's your favorite activity?
Favorite activity is flying planes.
Flying planes? Where have you flown planes to a lot of different places?
Yeah.
Which one was your favorite?
Canada.
Canada?
Mm-hmm.
The Stefanski brothers tried to fly to Canada once, but they forgot to bring their passports.
Oh.
Do you remember your passport when you fly to Canada?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you kind of need one if you're gonna go into Canada. You kind of need a passport. Assuming you don't live in Canada, then if you live in Canada, you don't need a passport.
Yeah.
But if you're coming from another country, you do need a passport. Well, what's your proudest achievement?
My proudest achievement is winning a prize in an air show.
Winning a prize in an air show? And why is that your proudest achievement?
I got a big trophy.
You got a big trophy? How big?
Super big.
Like, bigger than you?
Yeah.
Wow, that's a big trophy, Ted.
It's in my yard right now.
Yeah, I think I did see a big golden plane trophy thing in your yard. I didn't know it was a prize for an air show. That's interesting. Alright, and our next question up here is, do you have a nickname?
I have lots of them.
Like what?
Ted, Tedders, Theo.
Yeah, you got a lot of nicknames. Who gave them to you?
Big Bear and Dr. Dave.
Yep, Big Bear and Dr. Dave. They give people lots of nicknames. Dr. Dave especially. They're pretty big on nicknames. Okay, my next question here is, where are you from?
Where I am from is Greece.
Yes, you met Dr. Dave in Greece. You both lived there.
Yep.
What country's your favorite besides CoCoLand?
Greece.
I could see that. That's Dr. Dave's favorite too. That is where he's from. And you.
Mm-hmm.
Well, this one had better not get out of hand, Ted. What's your biggest frustration?
My backpack keeps shrinking.
Your backpack keeps shrinking. Why does it do that?
I don't know, but it gosh!
Oh, I bet that would be frustrating.
Yeah.
Your backpack just keeps shrinking and shrinking. It gets smaller and smaller. Is it like when you wash it?
No.
Maybe you should get a different kind of backpack.
I really like that kind.
Well, I guess you'll just have to keep buying new ones. Let's get on to the next question now.
By now it fits your nephews.
Oh, what is something you've always wanted to do?
What I always wanted to do is go to Glacier National Park.
Glacier National Park? That's a really good one. You should definitely make sure you go there.
Okay, I'll try.
Yep, you've got a lot of things to do here in CoCoLand. It's have to find some time to go there with your family. What's something you'll never do again?
I will never do.
Yeah, something you've done that you'll never do again.
Fly plane in a Grand Canyon with Dr. Dave.
Fly in a plane to the Grand Canyon with Dr. Dave. And why is that?
He wasn't the best driver back then.
He wasn't? Well, I did hear that the plane caught on fire.
Yeah.
Good thing you had a fire extinguisher. That was good. Yeah, because you were flying over, like, the ocean when your airplane caught on fire. So, yeah, at least you made it, and I heard it was a bit of a bumpy landing in the Grand Canyon, but that is when you and Dr. Dave met me, and we met Big Bear, so I suppose that was a good thing, but you already met me, so you don't need to do that again. Well, what's a funny or interesting fact about you?
Interesting fact that I can...
Actually, I can answer my own question. An interesting fact about Theodore is that he simply cannot think under pressure.
That might be true.
It is true. Listeners, once Theodore said something, and I thought he said something about Orlando. So I asked him, "Are you going to Orlando?" He just said yes, because he thought I was telling him to go to Orlando. So he got on a plane and flew to Orlando. Someone at the Orlando airport radioed to ask him what his name was. He can't think under any sort of pressure, so he just yelled, "Theodore!" "Theodore who?" the plane director asked. "Roosevelt!" Theodore yelled back. Now, as I'm sure you know, Theodore's last name is Adventurer.
My middle name is Roosevelt, after American President Theodore Roosevelt.
But it's still not your last name. Anyway, the plane director asked, "Oh, are you a president?" And Theodore was again under pressure. By the way, he had been the one that made the pressure, so he yelled, "Yes!" They got him a fancy runway to land on and a private limo to take him where he was going in Orlando. He didn't know why he was in Orlando because he wasn't originally planning on going there, so he said he wanted to go to the beach. They said that Orlando didn't have any beaches because it's in the middle of Florida, so Theodore just decided to go back home. And all this happened because of miscommunication and some made-up pressure.
That's all true.
Yes, it is. Well, I think we should get on to the next and last question. What words of wisdom would you give our listeners?
Never give up.
Very good advice, Theodore. You should never give up, listeners. Well, thank you everybody for listening to the podcast today. We really appreciate it. Make sure you sign up to the Uncle Coco Club. You don't want to miss out on this. Also, make sure you visit our website at theamazingcocoland.com to learn more about the Uncle Coco Club, sign up for the CoCoLand Time, visit our store, meet the residents, and much more. Thanks again for listening, and we will see you next Tuesday. Bye!
Bye!